Yo, what is up, everybody? And in today's video, I'm gonna be going over my predictions for whatever the April Dokkan Fest can be for Dokkan. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this. Starting off, I think it could be a TUR Super Saiyan Blue standalone Gogeta, because we don't have a standalone Blue Gogeta, first off. And, that's, like, kind of weird, because we have a standalone Blue Vegito. I'm pretty sure it's free to play. I'm pretty sure the only one is free to play. We have a standalone, Super Saiyan Gogeta, transforming Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. We have a standalone Super Saiyan Gogeta, right? I think we do. I'm not 100% sure. But, I think we do. We have a Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, obviously. We have transforming one, fusing one, yeah, but overall, not only that, but Gogeta just got his battle animations updated and his Super Saiyan, and so did the Super Saiyan Gogeta. What's it called? It was in 5 Gogeta, pretty much all the Super Saiyan transforming Gogetas and any Blue Gogeta, which, technically we don't have one. That's in base. That's why I'm saying TUR. But the only issue is, fusions normally don't get TURs. We had one instance of it in, I think it was 2020, where there was the Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which was, it actually shocked a lot of people. But, I'm pretty sure that's the only instance that we have of it, really. But other than that, we don't really have any other, like, plausible reason to believe that it's going to be Gogeta, other than the battle animations. And also, I forgot to mention, we got an ad with Gogeta in it. It's pretty much centered around Gogeta, but, I'm not saying that we're going to get another Beast Gohan, because we just got an ad for Beast Gohan. But yeah, that's pretty much all the, like, evidence, I guess, that we have for it. So, yeah. Moving on to the next topic, it is going to be TN from, like, 23rd World Tournament, or maybe even Saiyan Saga. I was really thinking, like, we haven't gotten a good TN unit since, like, physical TN 2 Golden Weeks ago. I think it was 2 Golden Weeks ago. It was something like that. The physical TN with, like, all the other TNs around him. So, I think a DFE TN it's not really in the card. Like, I'm just saying, there's like a 6, maybe 7%, 6-7 like percent chance of him coming, because especially since we just got a Dragon Ball Saga Dragon Ball Saga Goku. I feel like we could see, like, 22nd or 21st. I forgot what World Tournament that was. I think it was either 21st or 22nd. Might have been 20. Nah, it's not 23rd. It was the 21st or 22nd World Tournament where we met TN. But yeah, whichever one of those where we met TN, I feel like any of those could, like, really be there. Especially from his, like, fight against Krillin or Goku. I feel like we could cover that a little bit more. Or, we could see a Buu Saga TN, just some sort of representation for TN. But for our next unit, it's going to be a TUR, or at least some form of baby from Baby Saga, obviously, in Dragon Ball GT. There's been a lot of talks of a DFE baby, a TUR baby, especially since, we haven't gotten a baby unit in a while, like a good while. And then also, this might be, like, a good year to get some GT villains and units overall. We got SJ4 Gogeta's EZA, possibly Int Super Saiyan 4 TUR Gogeta's EZA, like I mentioned before, with Blue Gogeta being a possible option. He's the only fusion that's a TUR that's, like, somewhat recent, not including AGL transforming Gogeta, obviously, because they didn't have that yet. But yeah, but pretty much, like, I feel like this is probably one of the more plausible options, but there's not too much to support other than the fact that, it's a good year to drop some GT units, obviously. I would be open to an AGL LR Super Baby 2 SCZA by the way. That would be real nice. I have him. He's 69%. And I would, I like him. He has decent animations. But yeah, other than that, he's pretty cool. And that's pretty much the only unit of Baby that we pretty much have, other than Baby Vegeta. So yeah. Other than that, let's just move into like the next TUR. But yeah, next one is a TUR Garlic Jr. Or like maybe like a Bojack or an Android 13. Like some of those iffy movie villains from Dragon Ball Z that like haven't really had their time to shine in Dokkan yet. Android 13, Garlic Jr., Bojack. I mean, Bojack has his LRs and stuff, but, I feel like he hasn't really had that shine. I mean, STR Bojack had a really good EZA, though. So I wouldn't say Bojack as much as 13 or Garlic Jr., but, yeah, pretty much like some of these iffy, not really well-known movie villains that, from Z. Well, not as in not well-known, obviously, but, like, like, haven't really gotten the same amount of love as some of these other. Like, Broly got a lot of love, obviously. Bojack has had a decent amount of love with STR Bojack, Imp Bojack, and then I'm pretty sure he had an AGL one for World Tournament. Who else? Bio Broly, I mean, he has an LR, so there's not much more you could ask for from that. I'm trying to think of other movie villains, but, Realo, he recently got a free-to-play, so, I feel like Garlic Jr. and 13 are the really only options for this kind of slot if we're doing Z movies. Yeah, so, without further ado, that's pretty much it. I would feel like he'd be more of like a purple, or not purple, but an int or an AGL type, Garlic Jr., and I feel like 13 would be a physical if, he was there. But, yeah, that's pretty much my other prediction, but, it's not a really high chance. Next one is, though, because it is a SSJ4 DFE Daima Goku. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how I feel about this possibly being in the slot, and especially since it has like a decently high chance, because it's like such a big moment in like Dragon Ball, 45th anniversary, and we're getting this just for a random DFE spot. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like they might save this for a way bigger celebration worldwide, 11th anniversary possibly, Tanabata, Golden Week maybe with a DFE Goma. But, I feel like since this is a little bit plausible, especially with SJ3 Vegeta just dropping and us already having a Super Saiyan Goku and Glorio, I feel like this is like a decent chance. And I feel like it's worth going over, especially since like it's one of the more recent, obviously it's the most recent piece of Dragon Ball media that we have that's official. Because, obviously, Diamond just ended about a month ago. I probably should have put a spoiler warning at the beginning of this, but, like, either way, it's been out for about a month. So, I think I've given it a good amount of time to simmer, you know what I mean? But, yeah. I feel like it has a better chance than a lot of the things on here. Definitely has a better chance than TN. Feel like it has a better chance than a Gogeta, especially since, we got that one instance of a TUR fusion in 2020, and, that's pretty much the only backup I got. But, yeah, I just wanted to mention it because it does have a decent chance of being there. But our next one is a Super Saiyan Namek Goku. Now, we haven't got one of these in a while, and especially with the new battle emotions for Namek Goku, I feel like this would be a great time for a new Super Saiyan Goku to drop, especially from Namek. But once again, there's a lot of speculation going around that they're saving him for a bigger celebration. I wouldn't want to see him in the worldwide slot again because you already saw him there. We don't want to see him there a second time, obviously. So, we could see him in Tanabata as well, but I feel like this or any other Dokkan Fest exclusive slot anytime around before August or maybe after Worldwide would be pretty decent. But I would like to see him in some form, at least as this DFE. He is my most wanted DFE for now, because we haven't had him since 2021, a Namek Saga Goku, I think, a Namek Saga Super Saiyan Goku. And I really want this one to also transform, but, yeah. Yeah, so, that is, all of my predictions for, whatever the April 2025 Dokkan Fest could be before Golden Week. I really hope that it's Super Saiyan Goku, but I feel like there's also a good chance that it could be Daima Goku. But tell me what you think in the comments, and tell me tell me anything else that you guys want. Tell me if if this video is good or bad. I'm testing out something new. So yeah. Other than that, make sure y'all like, subscribe, turn on notifications, because I'm coming back with a couple more videos hopefully. And don't forget to tune into my next Godly Grinder video. And yeah, that should be me out. Peace.